Okay, Charlotte, so you performed your netball earlier on today, and we have to do a little bit of analysis of performance.
Yep.
Firstly, could you devise a game to highlight footwork, catching, and throwing for me, please?
Yeah, so I'll draw it for you. So you're going to have a group of netball players where they're going to stand in a box. You're going to have two players in between each of them where they're going to have a ball. So one person from this side is going to run into the middle where this player is going to pass diagonally to this one. So it's working on your passing, which can be varied. Like you can do chest pass, shoulder pass, or bounce pass, like depending on how big or little the square is. So this also happens this way. So they've got to run, catch the ball, well try and catch the ball, and then ensure they don't do footwork. So then they pass the ball to this person, which is going to run again to where they were standing, and they're going to join the back of the queue. So then that's how you highlight footwork, catching and receiving.
Okay, thank you. Okay, could you explain where each team member starts before the centre pass?
Yep, so in the middle sector you're going to have the centre, and then to your diagonal left you're going to have the goal attack. To the diagonal right in front of you you're going to have the wing attack. Behind you you're going to have the wing defence on your diagonal left, and on your diagonal back right you're going to have the goal defence. Then in front of you you're going to have the goal shooter, and then behind in the shooting circle as well you're going to have the goalkeeper.
Okay. Could you briefly describe the role of two different positions? So, for example, where they may go and what their main job is?
Yep, so centre, they can go in all three sectors apart from the shooting circle. Their main job is to feed the ball into their shooting circle and ensure that they get, their team gets the most possession. Goal defence, they can go in the middle circle, the middle sector, and the shooting sector of the other team, including the shooting circle, where they should prevent goal attack from actually receiving any passes and isolate them from the game, keeping them out of the shooting circle. If they do get into the shooting circle, then you just got to really tight mark them to prevent them from shooting.
Okay, thank you. Could you describe a defensive tactic for me, please?
Yeah, so goal defence, again, if you wanted to defend, you would let in a centre pass, you'd let the goal attack go in front to get the ball. Then you drop back a little bit, and then as soon as they've passed the ball, you'll stick to them like glue, like continue marking and try to prevent them from getting into a circle. So then you're isolating them from the game, so they've got a decreased chance of shooting. Then if they do get past you and they do receive the ball and they're about to shoot, just try and mark them as tightly as possible and try and jump so you kind of put them off a bit, and obviously check for rebound.
Okay. Could you devise another practice, but this one would be good for a shooter and her defence?
Yeah, so I'll draw that one again. So if this is the shooting sector with the shooting circle here, there's the post. You'd already have goal shooter and goalkeeper in here, where you can have goal attack and goal defence on the outskirts of the circle. Goal attack will have the ball, where goal defence will have to defend goal attack, try and not to pass to goal shooter. When a goal attack has passed a goal shooter, they'll then try and shoot into the post, where goalkeeper will defend goal shooters, try not to get it in. You can also increase it to make it more like a game situation, where goal attack and goal defence are in the circle as well, so they can work together, where you can have the centres here, and then the goal attack and goal defence are replaced with the wing attack and wing defence to make it more like a game situation.
Okay, thank you. Could you name some common injuries that may happen and how they could be prevented and treated?
Yeah, so you've got a sprained ankle, from where people are jumping to try and intercept the ball, the players sometimes roll over on their ankles. So you'd have to check that they've got appropriate footwear, which is supportive, so it decreases the chance of injury, and make sure the ground is even, so they don't slip down any holes. You've got scratching as well that occurs, so you've got to make sure that people's fingernails aren't above there, so you don't get scratched. Slipping and falling over is also frequent, so you've got to check the ground conditions, if it's wet then don't play, and ensure appropriate footwear with good grip is used. And yeah, that's it.
Okay. What would you say your strengths are, and why?
Okay, so I think I'm quite good with anticipation. With years of experience of netball, I can read the game quite well. So I can like my reaction times quite quickly because I know what motor program to use, because I think like I know what's going to happen next. I've got quite good power as well, so when I do a powerful overhead shot, it can be accurate, so we can quickly get the ball into the shooting circle as quickly as possible to make as many shoots as possible. I'm quite agile and I've got quite good speed as well, so I'm able to like get away from my player easily, or I can quickly change direction, like if like the ball's changed course, and I can quickly like intercept as well. I'm quite a verbal player as well, so like I can give feedback to like our players, like to help us like increase our performance, like what they're doing wrong, what they're doing right, and I encourage them. And yeah, that's my strengths.
Okay, what about any weaknesses, and why, and then what you maybe do to try and fix those weaknesses?
Okay, so my weaknesses will be I sometimes rush because it's such a fast-paced game. I tend to like do like a few silly mistakes, like make a little bit of footwork. So to like try and prevent that, I'll make sure like slow down the pace. Like if I know I'm receiving the ball, I'll try and slow down a little bit just to ensure that I don't like give the ball away for silly reasons. Sometimes I'm a little unbalanced as well. Like if I receive the ball and I'm coming in at speed, it's quite hard to just stop like immediately. So to help with that, like I do like balanced drills like for relevant practice, where I'd like catch the ball with one foot, like on one foot, or like throw the ball with one foot, or jumping or landing on one foot as well, just to make sure like my balance is getting better. My shooting is accurate, however I don't perform very well under pressure, so I'd create relevant practice to like of shooting drills to make me more aware of like how I can cope with like the pressures of the game, like in a proper game situation, so then I don't freeze under pressure.